I'm calling you to starve for greatness. I'm calling you to starve for growth. I'm calling you to have an intense hunger where you're not willing to yield. You're not willing to take no for an answer. I'm calling you to regain that fire that you had when you were younger, that fire that you had at the beginning of that mission, that fire that you had at the beginning of your marriage. I'm calling you to regain that, lock back in, go to the next level. The level that you're on is not good enough. It's good enough when you look at where you were before. But now you have been here for a while, and now it's time for you to take it to the next level. It's time for you to go to the next level. It's time for you to be greater. It's time for you to lift up more people that are around you and pull them up. It's time for you to take advantage of more opportunity. It's time for you to increase more and more and more and establish more and more abundance. I know you have it in you. I know that you can do it. I know you can. I believe in you, but you have to start believing in yourself, and you cannot be satisfied at the place where you are. P2P motivation, here we go. So you're hungry for greatness, but are you starving for greatness? Because I know that you're hungry. I know that you want to be great. I know that you want to win. I know that you want to conquer, but are you starving? Because I know that when you first started this journey, whatever the mission is the Lord gave you, when you first started the path that you're on, when you first started going to school, or when you first started working this new job that you prayed for, when you first got married, you know what I'm saying? We're like that a lot of times in marriage. We're excited. We're starving, you know what I'm saying, to be married and be in a successful marriage. We're starving to be in relationship. But it's like over time, we just went from starving to being just hungry. You know what I'm saying? We went from just being hungry to just having a little bit of appetite. You know what I'm saying? And we allowed ourselves over time, after we accomplished the things that the Lord put on our heart, after we accomplished those things that we had dreams to do, over time we found ourselves not having that starvation for greatness anymore. And I'm calling you back to that starvation, because I know that once you accomplish those goals, I know that you kind of settled in a little bit. You took a couple years, you took a couple months to just enjoy the hard work, the fruit of your labor. And I don't disagree with that. But now I'm calling you to build that starvation back. I'm calling you to build that intense hunger back, so that you can achieve the things that the Lord wants you to achieve, so that you can be greater and greater and greater, so that you won't just do good works, but you'll do greater works, as we're called to do in the Bible, so that you won't just live life, but you'll live abundant life, as Jesus calls us to do, so that you won't just be a conqueror, but you'll be more than a conqueror. I'm calling you to starve for greatness. I'm calling you to starve for growth. I'm calling you to have an intense hunger where you're not willing to yield. You're not willing to take no for an answer. I'm calling you to regain that fire that you had when you were younger, that fire that you had at the beginning of that mission, that fire that you had at the beginning of your marriage. I'm calling you to regain that, lock back in, go to the next level. The level that you're on is not good enough. It's good enough when you look at where you were before. But now you have been here for a while, and now it's time for you to take it to the next level. It's time for you to go to the next level. It's time for you to be greater. It's time for you to lift up more people that are around you and pull them up. It's time for you to take advantage of more opportunity. It's time for you to increase more and more and more and establish more and more abundance. I know you have it in you. I know that you can do it. I know you can. I believe in you, but you have to start believing in yourself, and you cannot be satisfied at the place where you are. So I'm calling you right now to begin to have an intense hunger, and I call it starvation for greatness. I'm calling you to want to be great. as bad as you wanted to be great in the beginning. I'm calling you to want to have a good marriage as much as you did when you first proposed to that woman. I'm calling you to want to have a good marriage as much as you did when you first saw your husband walk in the room and you saw him for the first time. I'm calling you to have that fervor, that intensity for ministry as you did when you were given your first opportunity to speak or to preach. I'm calling you to have that intensity in school or at work when you were praying for that job and you knew that you wanted a better paying job, but you've been at that job for 3 or 4 years and now you've kind of just settled in. You know what I'm saying? You're not hungry. You're not getting up early. You're not getting there early. You're not doing those things that you were doing in the beginning, because like the Bible says, God desires for us to have a fire. He says that we're neither hot nor cold, you know what I'm saying, but we're lukewarm, and you've been lukewarm for a few years now. And this video here is to encourage you to build that fire again. I know I'm sweating a little bit because it's hot out here. It's Mississippi, but y'all get the point. For real, I better not get too excited. I don't want to pass that out here, but I want y'all to understand how intense this message is, because you have settled in. You have become neither hot nor cold. You have allowed life to just become complacent or passive. But at first, you had a fire. At first, you had an intensity. At first, you were starving to be in the position that you're in. But now you've gotten in this position and you've just settled in. Reignite that fire. Reignite that intense hunger. Reignite that passion that you had in the beginning. And I guarantee you, the Lord has a new level for you. He has a new experience for you. He has new things that he's going to minister to you as you reignite that fire, as he sees you with that fresh passion. Because he, like the Bible says, that when we're lukewarm, it says God spews us out of his mouth when we're neither hot nor cold. But when he sees us on fire, he can connect his fire with our fire, and he can make it like fire shut up in our bones and start delivering and just pouring out vision on us, opening up the windows of heaven, and we'll have all the vision. Because I've been asked multiple times, when I talk about vision, when I talk about passion, when I talk about goals, when I talk about hearing the Lord's voice, people will say, well, how do you hear the Lord's voice? How do you know this? Well, I just don't know how to get started. It's like you get started by whatever's in front of you, having an intense hunger to do that thing. And then as you faithfully fulfill the calling that the Lord has for you on whatever you're a part of right now, and you stop being lukewarm, you stop being neither hot nor cold, then the Lord will see you. The Bible says that his spirit goes to and fro throughout the whole earth, seeking to show himself strong on behalf of those whose hearts are loyal towards him. So when the Lord sees you faithful, he sees you on fire, he sees that your heart is loyal towards him, he sees that you're starving to get more revelation, you're starving to get more vision, and you can't starve to get more vision and starve to get more revelation if you're not being a good steward over the revelation that you already have. You can't ask for more if you're not being a good steward over what you already have. So once the Lord sees you being a good steward over what you already have, then he'll give you more. So you have to starve for whatever that thing is. You have to have an intense hunger. You have to be on fire and stop being lukewarm. So with that being said, y'all be encouraged to not recidivize, but to maximize your potential. It's P2P Motivation.